The autumn leaves crunched beneath my feet as I stood alone in the park. Memories of our 10-year anniversary celebration haunting my thoughts. Just a week later, my world had unraveled like a tattered tapestry. The cold wind whispered the echoes of her departure, leaving me frozen in disbelief. I never thought she would leave or cheat. I muttered to myself, a bitter taste in my mouth. I retraced the steps of our relationship, tracing the warning signs that now seemed glaringly obvious. Friends who dismissed her cheating with dismissive laughter when infidelity was discussed, and the strange behavior she exhibited, all the pieces of the puzzle falling into place. As I spoke, I could almost hear her voice saying, "I could never imagine being with anyone but you." How naive I had been to believe those words. The phone call that shattered my world played in my mind. The day before, she had called every day as usual, but that day she had fallen silent, gaslighting me when she finally spoke, demanding I leave the house that very day. My heart sank as I remembered the lies about wanting kids for a decade. I trusted her love for me, I said aloud, a lump forming in my throat. But the signs were everywhere. Tears welled in my eyes as I recounted the days of uncertainty, the police calls, and the chilling moments she admitted to messing around. I discovered the drugs she denied were in her bag, and the grotesque evidence in a chat group I never knew existed. It was the most bizarre behavior I've ever witnessed. I confessed, the weight of betrayal heavy in my words. I continued to recount the painful separation, how I managed to get it done in 24 hours, thanks to the support of my job and family friends. The fighting afterward, the belittling and the heart-wrenching loss of my pet, all etched in the scars of my memory. "I thought I broke through at one point," I said, voice trembling. But she went for a drive, and when she returned, she was back to being cold. As I spoke, the anger that had festered over the past months bubbled to the surface. I wish I could get over the anger. I confessed, my breath hitching, but she's not even sorry. The park was empty, but my words hung in the air, a silent scream of pain and betrayal. But the one person I thought would be there forever treated me worse than anyone in my entire life. I wiped away a stray tear and took a deep breath, knowing that this unraveling was just the beginning of a painful journey. As the days stretched into weeks, the weight of the truth settled heavily on my shoulders. The second chapter of my unraveling story explored the depths of my wife's troubled behavior. The signs that I had willfully ignored, the struggles that went unnoticed until they exploded into chaos. Looking back, there were signs. I confessed to a friend who had patiently listened to my woes. We sat in a dimly lit cafe, the aroma of coffee providing a bittersweet backdrop to our conversation. Signs? My friend raised an eyebrow, encouraging me to share the burden I had been carrying. I took a sip of my coffee, steadying myself for the painful recounting. She had the signs of a drug addict. Never worked for years. The bitterness lingered on my tongue as I described her descent into a world I never knew existed. She had a personality disorder, I continued, my voice barely above a whisper. She always had to be right, would ignore the concerns of others, and was dismissive of any problems in our relationship. The cafe hummed with the background noise of quiet conversations and the hiss of the espresso machine. She had guys and couples messaging her about sex and hooking up. I shared, clenching my fist around the coffee cup. She would say they annoyed her and were just being friendly, and I should have known better, but you really think you know someone after 15+ years. My friend leaned forward, concern etched on their face. It's never easy to see what's right in front of you when emotions are involved, they offered in a comforting tone. A week after our almost 10-year anniversary, she went to visit her parents. I continued, my gaze fixed on the swirls in my coffee. The warning signs were everywhere, but I trusted her love for me. The weight of betrayal hung in the air, suffocating the once comfortable atmosphere. "Why do you think she did it?" My friend's question pierced through the heavy silence. "I don't know," I admitted, a mixture of frustration and sadness in my voice. Maybe she didn't even know herself. The cafe chatter provided a backdrop as I continued to unravel the narrative of her escalating behavior. She called me every day, but the day before she called to break up, she didn't. For days, I knew something was up. The pain in my voice resonated with the echoes of the past. When she did call, it was gaslighting, demanding I get out of the house that day. She lied about wanting kids for almost 10 years. I shook my head, trying to dispel the disbelief that still lingered. The threats kept coming after a few days and police calls. I added, recounting the tumultuous aftermath of our separation. She finally showed up to talk, and it took some convincing, but I found out she had been unfaithful. The cafe door chimed as someone entered, a reminder that life outside my unraveling story continued to move forward. I took a deep breath, preparing to delve into the most painful parts of the narrative. The drugs, the chat group, and the grotesque revelations that marked the beginning of my journey through heartbreak and healing. The third chapter unfolded against the backdrop of a life in ruins. My world, once stable and predictable, lay shattered at my feet. It was a time of reckoning as I grappled with the profound loss of not just a relationship, but the very essence of the life I had built. I had health issues, I confessed to a close friend who visited me at my parents' home. The room, once a refuge, felt suffused with the weight of my struggles. She suggested it was drug-related, but it wasn't. It's stress and trauma-related, I explained. My friend sat across from me, a silent witness to the toll the separation had taken on my well-being. I can't believe this happened, I muttered, staring into the distance. I loved her more than I thought possible. It's going to take time, my friend reassured, reaching across the table to offer a comforting hand. But you're not alone in this. We're here for you. The support from friends and family was a lifeline, but the void left by the absence of my pet, the one constant source of solace, seemed insurmountable. I lost my pet, which I loved more than myself. I admitted, my voice catching. It feels like a part of me is gone. Pets are family, my friend acknowledged, understanding the depth of my grief. It's okay to mourn their loss, and you're not alone. We're here to help you through this. The chapter unfolded like a tapestry of despair, each thread representing a piece of my former life. I'm back with my parents for a few months, so I'm not alone, I said, the weight of the admission hanging heavily in the air. I never imagined being here again. As I recounted the challenges, the financial strain of losing my living space, and the emotional toll of rebuilding, I found solace in the support of friends. I have a great job and the support of friends, I declared, a glimmer of hope shining through the wreckage. You look much better since I last saw you, a friend observed, offering a genuine smile. Getting out every day, joining the gym, it's making a difference. I nodded, acknowledging the positive steps I had taken. It feels like people are just being nice, I admitted, a hint of skepticism in my voice. People care about you, my friend affirmed. You're not defined by what happened. You're defining your own path forward. The chapter explored the resilience that emerged in the face of adversity, the fragile beginnings of rebuilding a life from the ground up. As I took tentative steps towards recovery, the love and support of those around me became the scaffolding holding together the fragments of a life that lay scattered in the aftermath of heartbreak. In the fourth chapter, the Phoenix of Hope began to unfurl its wings. The smoldering remnants of my old life started to give way to the promise of something new. As I navigated through the challenges, the support from friends and a newfound determination propelled me forward. Amidst the wreckage, I found support from friends. I confided in my best friend as we sat on a park bench overlooking the city. It's been a lifeline, helping me get through the darkest days. My friend, with a reassuring smile, said, "Sometimes it's the people who stand by us that make the journey bearable." The chapter unfolded with a sense of purpose as I took charge of my well-being. I joined the gym, I shared a sense of accomplishment in my voice. Getting out every day, whether it's a drive or a walk, has become a ritual. It's therapeutic. Taking control of your health is a powerful step. My friend remarked, a nod of approval underscoring their words. It's not just about physical strength. It's about reclaiming your mental well-being. With the steady rhythm of my footsteps echoing in my ears, the chapter detailed the strides I made towards self-discovery. I have a good job now, I said, a spark of pride in my eyes. It's been a stabilizing force, giving me the financial means to rebuild. Your resilience is inspiring, my friend noted, their gaze reflecting a shared sense of triumph over adversity. You're turning a new page in your life, and it's remarkable to witness. The unfolding narrative explored the delicate balance between grief and growth. I spoke of my efforts to reconnect with friends, to rebuild a social circle that had been fractured. My friends have been supportive, I mentioned, gratitude coloring my words. Their encouragement has been a cornerstone in this journey. In the midst of my rebuilding efforts, a trusted companion offered a different perspective. "You look much better since you left her," my sibling remarked during a heartfelt conversation. "It's not just physical. There's a light in your eyes that was missing before." I chuckled, appreciating the honesty. "It feels like a fresh start," I admitted. I never thought I'd say this, but leaving that toxic relationship was the best decision. As the chapter drew to a close, the phoenix soared higher, emblematic of the strength that emerged from the ashes of my former self. With each passing day, the promise of a new beginning became more tangible, and the scars of the past began to fade, leaving room for the blossoming of a resilient spirit. In the 5th chapter, the storm of turmoil intensified as my ex-wife launched a campaign to control the narrative of our breakup. Her actions, devoid of remorse, veered into the realm of harassment, leaving me to navigate through a tempest of legal threats and personal attacks. I blocked her on everything. I admitted to my confidant, a trusted friend, who had become my anchor through the tumult. We sat in a quiet corner of a coffee shop, a sanctuary amidst the chaos. My friend's eyebrows furrowed in concern. "Is that helping, blocking her?" they inquired, a genuine desire to understand etched on their face. I sighed, grappling with the complexities of severing ties. "Seeing her name, even in passing, sent my blood pressure through the roof," I explained. "Blocking her was a necessary step for my own sanity." "You're doing what you need to protect yourself," my friend reassured, a nod of understanding accompanying their words. "But what about the cease and desist letter?" A wry smile played on my lips. "A letter from a lawyer, a cease and desist. No date to reply, and most of it was lies," I chuckled bitterly. "The best part? The grammatical errors and typos? It was a desperate attempt, a pathetic move." "Sounds like she's grasping at straws," my friend observed, their expression a mix of empathy and exasperation. "What are you planning to do about it?" "Nothing," I declared, a hint of defiance in my voice. I refused to give her the reaction she craves. Responding would only fuel the fire. Days turned into weeks, and the campaign of harassment escalated. My friend, ever the vigilant ally, expressed their concern. "She's harassing one of my friends," I admitted, my frustration palpable. "Someone she doesn't even know. She's pretending to care about the well-being of the pet I gave to my friend during the breakup." "That's a low blow," my friend remarked, shaking their head. "Using an innocent pet to manipulate emotions and maintain control. It's despicable." As the saga unfolded, my friend offered their unwavering support. "Your friends won't let her manipulate or control the narrative," they assured. "We see through the smoke and mirrors." The chapter chronicled the twisted nature of her campaign, a manifestation of her unwillingness to accept the consequences of her actions. "I'm hoping this ends soon," I confided to my friend, "but it's like she's on a mission to rewrite history in her favor." "Stay strong," my friend urged. "This storm will pass, and you'll emerge stronger on the other side." The ex's campaign may have cast shadows, but amidst the chaos, the unwavering support of friends became the beacon guiding me through the storm. The chapter unfolded, revealing the strength gained in facing adversity, and the resilience required to weather the relentless pursuit of a narrative gone awry. Amidst the lingering echoes of chaos, the 6th chapter unfolded, a chapter filled with the tentative steps into a future tinged with hope and the promise of new beginnings. The scars of the past began to fade as I navigated the complexities of trust, vulnerability, and the possibility of finding love again. Over coffee in a sunlit cafe, I shared my hesitations about dipping my toes back into the realm of dating with a close friend. "It feels too soon," I confessed, gazing out the window at the world, moving on beyond the confines of my history. My friend, supportive and understanding, offered a reassuring smile. "There's no set timeline for healing," they said. "But if you meet someone who makes you happy, why not explore that connection?" The chapter unfolded with tales of my endeavors to rebuild a social life, stepping back into a world that once felt fractured. "I've been trying to meet new people," I shared, a hint of vulnerability in my voice, But it's hard at my age, almost 40. My friend chuckled, offering a playful nudge. Age is just a number, they teased. You're in the prime of your life. Don't let numbers hold you back from happiness. The cafe buzzed with the energy of life, and I recounted my attempts to reclaim a sense of normalcy. I joined the gym, I continued, a sense of accomplishment in my words. 3 days a week. It's not just about physical fitness. It's a way to clear my mind. Taking care of your body is an act of self-love, my friend noted, their encouragement echoing through the conversation. It's like reclaiming ownership of yourself. As the chapter progressed, the narrative shifted towards the intricacies of dating. I'm not dating yet, I admitted, a touch of hesitation in my tone. It still feels like I'm cheating, like I'm betraying the past. My friend leaned forward, their eyes reflecting compassion. You're not betraying anyone, they assured. You're giving yourself the chance to be happy again. You deserve that, don't you think? A couple of dinner dates and shared laughter painted the canvas of my new beginnings. In a conversation with a fellow gym-goer, I found a connection that went beyond the superficial. We're really connected, I shared with my friend, a smile playing on my lips. We love each other's opinions, always agree on what type of future we want to have. It sounds like you found something special, my friend acknowledged, their eyes reflecting genuine happiness for me. Sometimes the best things come when you least expect them. In the midst of new connections, the chapter explored the delicate dance of moving forward without completely severing ties with the past. I still think about my ex. I admitted a sense of detachment in my voice, but without any emotional attachment. It's more like reflecting on a lesson learned. As the conversation drew to a close, my friend offered a heartfelt piece of advice. The end of a relationship only means you can start a new one, they said, a nod to the transformative power of embracing change. The chapter of New Beginnings was a testament to the resilience of the human spirit, the willingness to embark on a journey of self-discovery, and the potential for love to bloom in unexpected places. In the 7th chapter, the narrative shifted to a landscape of tranquility and self-discovery. The echoes of heartache were replaced by the melody of contentment as I embraced a newfound happiness and the realization that life could bloom again after the bitter frost of betrayal. Over a shared meal with my close friend, the one who had witnessed the tumultuous journey from the beginning, I reflected on the unexpected turns life had taken. It's been a while since my estranged wife once scorched earth on our lives. I began to speak with a sense of calm in my voice. My friend, ever attuned to the nuances of my emotions, nodded in understanding. You've come a long way since then, they remarked with a reassuring smile on their face. Cheating, abusive, threatening letters, I continued, recollecting the stormy past. I struggled a lot, concentrated on positive energy, but still suffered panic attacks whenever I was alone with my thoughts, especially at night. My friend offered a gentle affirmation. Healing takes time. It's a journey, not a destination. In the backdrop of my healing, the chapter unfolded with a momentous decision. I made a post a few months ago about dating, asking if it was too soon. I admitted a glimmer of vulnerability in my eyes. Thanks to everyone's advice, I went through with it, and I'm happy. Really happy. That's wonderful news, my friend exclaimed with genuine excitement in their voice. How did you two meet? I chuckled, savoring the serendipity of life's twists. We connected through mutual interests, I explained. Sometimes the universe brings people together in the most unexpected ways. The chapter explored the intricacies of the blossoming relationship. We talk every day for hours on end, I shared with warmth in my voice. I know some may think it's too soon, but we connect so well that we have no interest in seeing anyone but each other. It sounds like you found something special, my friend observed, their eyes reflecting the joy of witnessing my journey towards contentment. It's heartening to see you so happy. As the conversation continued, the topic shifted to the lingering specter of the past. I still think about my ex, I admitted with a tinge of melancholy in my words, but without any emotional attachment, just a realization of the time I wasted. My friend leaned forward, their expression one of empathy. It's natural to reflect on the past, but don't let it overshadow the happiness you have found now. The chapter reached its crescendo with the declaration of a life transformed. I'm looking forward to ending this year holding my new girlfriend in my arms, finally feeling like I have a purpose. I declared, a sense of fulfillment coloring my voice. My friend raised their glass in a silent toast. To new beginnings, and the strength to embrace happiness, they proposed, sealing the chapter of contentment found with the resonance of shared joy and the promise of a brighter tomorrow. In the final chapter, the narrative shifted to a contemplative tone, a chapter of introspection, resolution, and a poignant acknowledgement of the transformative journey that led to the present moment. Seated across from a mentor who had witnessed the evolution of my narrative, I shared reflections on the profound changes that defined the past year. Almost a year later, and here I am, content with my first child on the way, I began, a sense of wonder in my voice. My mentor, a beacon of wisdom, nodded in affirmation. Life has a remarkable way of surprising us, doesn't it? They remarked, a knowing smile etched on their face. She had been chatting with other men and women. I continued recounting the tumultuous past. I discovered it in chat rooms. She lied about wanting kids, kicked me out, forced me to give away my pet. The struggles were insurmountable. My mentor listened attentively, their eyes reflecting an understanding of the hurdles overcome. Your resilience through it all is commendable, they acknowledged. How did you find the strength to move forward? With a contemplative gaze, I shared my path to healing. I concentrated on positive energy, went through the struggles, and with time, found a sense of peace. The chapter unfolded with the revelation of a decision that marked a significant turning point. I made a post about dating, asking if it was too soon. I confessed a hint of vulnerability present. Despite the uncertainty, I went through with it, and it led me to someone special. My mentor leaned forward, a curiosity in their eyes. Tell me about her. What makes her special? A genuine smile graced my lips. We're really connected, I explained. We love each other's opinions, always agree on the type of future we want to have. It just feels right. It sounds like you found a partner who complements your journey. My mentor observed a sense of satisfaction in their words. As the chapter delved into the complexities of navigating a new relationship, I spoke of the delicate balance between the past and the present. I still think about my ex. I admitted, a reflective tone underscoring my words, but without any emotional attachment. It's more like acknowledging the lessons learned. Acknowledging the past is a crucial part of growth, my mentor affirmed. It's a testament to the depth of your self-discovery. The chapter reached its culmination with a declaration of contentment and resolution. I'm looking forward to ending this year, holding my new girlfriend in my arms, finally feeling like I have a purpose. I declared, a profound sense of fulfillment echoing through my words. My mentor raised an imaginary toast to the resilience of the human spirit and the unwavering pursuit of happiness. They proposed concluding the final chapter with a sense of gratitude, growth, and the promise of a future embraced with newfound strength and contentment. Thank you for listening to the story until the end, and if you enjoyed it, please show your support by liking and subscribing to our channel. Share your thoughts about the story in the comments section.